Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some punctuation marks. I'm here with Nick and Austin. Uh,
Heyo.
Austin, you going to say anything?
No.
Okay, great. So we've all written things, presumably, and
We've
when
also
you're
written
writing,
things.
that's a good point.
You said ridden like road.
See, that's one of the reasons why we use punctuation, because words can mean different things depending on the context. So we use punctuation to kind of distinguish those, but certain punctuation marks are perhaps even more useful than others. So we kind of just wanted to go over that here and this here tier list. So yeah, let's go and get into it. Starting with we got the semicolon right here.
Are
Um,
we doing how useful they are or just what we think of them?
It's
how
very intuitive.
how useful kind of what we think of them if they're really nice in niche situations that bumps them up a few points, but they're just
D
lame
tier.
all around. What was
D
that,
tier.
Nick?
Who the hell knows how to use a semicolon?
I don't know what the hell a semicolon is.
What the hell's semicolon?
So when you have like a sentence, right? Um, and if you're like indecisive and don't know how to properly end a sentence, you don't have that confidence to properly end a sentence. That's the only situation I could think of in which you use a semicolon.
Oh,
But then
so a
how do you even
handicap.
start the next sentence?
So a handicap. So yeah, it's D tier. Why do we need this handicap?
I feel
Be
like
a better
I'm
writer.
fine. I feel like it should be C though, because if I use it right, I feel really smart.
But I'd like to see in D. I'd like to see it in D.
That's true. I think if you could use it correctly, um, then it's a low key flex, but at the same time, you never need it, right? Just use either a period or a comma. You don't need like some halfway in between thing with these weird grammar rules. Like, is the next clause independent? Do you capitalize it afterwards? Is it a
I
run-on
say
sentence? I, it's too much to think about.
I just say Austin. I think we should put it in D just because I don't know if there's gonna be anything else going in D.
Yeah, come on.
I
All
don't know.
all the
Okay,
rest of these
that's
have
fine.
got their uses somewhere,
We gotta
right?
have something in D.
Yeah. All right, the next one is the question mark. Um, what do we think about that, guys?
Pretty important when you're asking a question.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Oh yeah, but to play devil's advocate here, to play devil's advocate, you know, some languages have a word that indicates that the sentence is a question,
Oh,
right?
I totally agree. I was gonna say, is it even necessary? I mean, if I said, "What are you doing?" and didn't leave any punctuation at the end, you'd know I'm asking you a question. I don't
Yeah,
think the question
yeah.
marks that it's not that important. The only way it's important is if you're doing one of those questions where you're like if you're like price and with the question mark at the end instead of like a what or what's the price or just price. The price is question mark. But then that's not a real. You're not saying something real. That's not a real thing. I don't think the question mark's that important.
Yeah, I mean,
Honestly,
sentence structure kind of
It's
indicates whether it's a question, right?
it's at least B though.
and it's at the
Sure,
end too. It's
sure.
at the end of the sentence too, so it's kind of just like stuck on there. Uh, It's
I
it's not
couldn't
like
put it in S. I could. There are languages without
it's not
even
an
a
S. Yeah,
conception of a question mark, right?
it's certainly not an S. I wouldn't even say it's an A to be honest with you. I'd say it's like a
I'd probably
B.
put it
It's at
at
the
B.
end of the sentence. It's not even that important. They kind of just throw that on there. You don't even need that there.
It does look cool though.
It looks
You
cool,
got to
sure, but
admit, come on, look at the graphic design on this.
dare I
It's
say the
it's
semicolon looks cooler though. Like,
yeah, but come on, who's using the semicolon?
I know. Well, who's using a question
This is a good point.
mark?
Most people. Compared to a semicolon though?
I think
I'm
we got to
saying
put it in
statements.
A because it's
A
got some
tier.
Yeah.
it's got some star power, right? There's the Riddler, right? That guy loves question marks. The Question, that guy loves question marks. Who else is has that question
Is
mark aesthetic to
I
them?
don't know. Clue master?
Blue
Not
Master,
really though.
right?
Yeah, and the great thing about all those people is they could ask those exact same questions and convey the same thing and not even need the question mark.
Yeah, but then they wouldn't have a symbol, would they?
Their
It's
symbol could
settled. It's settled.
be
It's A tier. There's no question about that. All
all
right.
right.
Is this a hyphen or a dash? I can't tell. Let's say let's
I
say
think
it's
it's
a
a
hyphen.
hyphen.
Okay.
I
The
think the other
dash
one's a
looks
dash
like the
because like
other.
longer. I freak with hyphens. I mean, they're pretty.
Okay. Okay.
I also
Um,
freak with hyphens.
They're pretty cool
is
because
it freak
it makes
dash
words. It makes
with or is
words.
freak with? I will
I think
say a lot of times it's pretty confusing. This
I don't
isn't
think it's
something
not
as
very
clear as
confusing
a
at
No,
all.
question mark.
no,
It's not
no.
very. I think Austin appreciates because it's kind of like Legos. It's kind of you're building your own word out of words. You know, I think that's pretty cool, and it's pretty intuitive. It's a pretty intuitive thing right there. You know, it's
It's
telling you okay,
intuitive, then you just
these are
make it
together.
one word. So let's go through
Some words aren't one word.
let's go through some etymology here, right? So let's say I have a yard, right? But then it ends up being the back of your house. What do you call that?
Backyard.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
in Old
Okay.
English,
Mother-in-law.
in
Mother-in-law.
in Old
You're putting
English,
hyphens.
they were probably just like, oh, backyard. That's a weird thing. So we're gonna do back dash yard, right? And they use a hyphen there. But over time that became normal enough where it just became its own word. So
I like that you
Okay,
said
but
etymology and then you're just making a guess.
I'm just saying etymologically that
it
it
still
serves an
proves an
important
important.
purpose. It's a building
It's very
block.
important. It's very important. I'd say it's more important than a goddamn a gosh darn question mark. It's much more important than a gosh darn question mark. I'll tell you that much.
It's
It is so much more. It's so much better than a question mark.
devil's advocate point I have. Um, People overusing it in phrases, right? If I said like one of a
No.
kind, some people are gonna just hyphenate every single part of
And
that.
you should
No,
because
you should.
that's a
No,
sing.
you
No, you
should
should.
not. You
You
should
should.
not do
If it's in
that.
a sentence,
S tier. S tier.
if it's in a long
No.
sentence that's saying, "And this item is a one of a con," it might confuse somebody that's reading it. That creates a lot clearer. That makes it a lot clearer what you're reading.
Yeah, but
I
it
think it's very
also
important.
it makes it kind of ugly if you overdo it. I'm
But
not
no,
gonna I'm not
that's a
gonna say
good.
it's
That's a
lower than
perfect
B
example
tier.
as to why it is good, though. The one of a kind thing, because one of
Okay,
a kind is separate. That could mean a lot of things. What's going on there? But when you put it all together, that's saying it's all one single item. That thing is one of a kind.
if you got a really standout phrase or word, you don't even need the hyphen though. That's
Okay,
really
but
the core of my
they probably
argument.
came from the hyphen. Think about that. This is just that early step. Are you saying screw the fish that walked onto the earth, bro? Walked onto the land. Screw those fish. They're important. Those guys are
Important.
important.
I would never put it lower than B tier, but I think I would put it B tier.
I wouldn't put it lower than the question mark.
Okay. All right, final one. Final one. Austin, where are you putting it?
S tier.
It's kind of an exaggeration. All
I'd
right,
say S tier too.
Nick,
I'd say
you're
S
putting
tier
it
as
S
well.
tier.
I'd say S tier too.
Compromise top of A tier.
What's
It's
that
above
compromise?
question
How's that
mark.
a compromise? What is your idea?
Well, my idea was B tier.
You said above B. You said you wouldn't put it below B. Well,
Yeah. I wouldn't put it below B as
that
in I would put it in
implies
B.
how's this a compromise?
That was just a compromise.
No, it should be put. The weight should be pulling. It should be at the end of S tier. That's where it should be. The
We'll
compromise because
see.
it's too. It's
We'll see.
we'll see. Right? I think it should be an S. Just put it in S tier for now.
We'll see
Just
where
put it
we
in S tier
get.
for
And
now.
speaking of, we'll
Look at this. You have
see.
so much power. You're the one with the mouse.
All right. I'm just trying to be democratic about this. This is kind of mob
Democratic is a
rule going
2v1.
on right now.
2v1, right?
Yeah, 2v1, we compromise, right?
Yeah, the compromise would be at the end of S tier, not at the beginning of A, because technically it's just an A. You know, who knows what that A's just in the middle. That'd be if there was one S and one B.
We'll see where we get with the other ones. But
It depends how many are in
let's see.
A. Can we get A and a
Take
half?
those last few words I just said. Will,
You,
let's. What do those have in common?
that's why I say let's throw an S. You know, because it adds weight.
No. We're done with hyphens. Apostrophe, right? What are y'all's thoughts on the
C
apostrophe?
tier. C tier.
D tier for an
C
apostrophe.
tier. C
Oh,
tier.
B tier. C tier?
C tier. C tier.
B tier.
I think
tier.
people will throw them in. So I will say the problem with them is like words like it's or whatever. When it is, of course you put it there, but people put like it's as like a possessive and throw that on there, and that's just not how you do it. And that's the problem with the apostrophes. There's some confusing rules with that don't make sense. I think it should be a little bit further down. Especially there's the other rule with if it's a plural talk, like possessive plural. I mean, you get it, but there's I'm talking more about like it's and stuff. There's some weird rules with it's.
It's true. That's true. Some of the
So I'd
apostrophes
throw that.
uses of the apostrophe doesn't do a great job with possession. You know what I mean?
It's not very consistent with
It's not
Philly.
consistent. It's not consistent. But with contractions, that's really the meat of what I'm getting to with the apostrophe. Because like will or it's like you just said, but it is not as in it's like possessive. Um
Will is the only one that you need really writing down though. Most of them usually. I guess she'll. Any of the blank will. Those are the only places it's
I'll
needed
is
though.
ill, right? Heal is hell.
That's what I'm saying. Anything will.
There's a couple other ones.
Blank will.
Can't, right? What if
Yeah, but
someone
what
confuses
word is
can't with like
can't?
a like an
Canterbury Tales.
incantation? What if someone
Yeah,
confuses it with
somebody's sitting there
a piece
thinking
of an
that.
incantation?
He reads, I can't do it. He's like, oh, I incantation. And he's confused, bro. His head explodes from confusion.
You
I
the,
it's
the
it's
apostrophe
a C
there.
it's a C tier. It's a C tier.
It's a B
I say it's a
tier.
C tier. I say it's a C. What do you say,
No, it's a
Austin?
C. We both say C.
See, and you already
So
screwed us over.
it's at the
You
bottom
already
of B
screwed us.
tier.
You already screwed us on the hyphen, so it's a C tier. You can't pull that crap again. Throw it at the top of C. Brackets. Who gives
Fine,
it? Who
fine.
gives a darn about
Tier.
brackets?
S tier.
For brackets?
S tier.
Where do you use brackets?
They
Hold
look
on.
like a hug from Minecraft Steve.
Oh, great! Yeah, machine guns look cool, but they kill people.
It's true. That's a good point.
A bracket
Okay.
would never.
Thanks. That's a great
Honestly,
point,
do we
actually.
want to just like ditch the brackets and pretend this is parentheses? I don't know who made this list. It wasn't me, but I would never throw in brackets before I throw in
No,
parentheses.
I'd never put parentheses in S tier. Get out
This
of here.
guy's not serious. Can we vote to kick Austin? He's
I'd
clearly not
agree
being
to it if you
serious.
threw hyphen and S. I'd agree to that. Otherwise-
Hyphen and S, bracket and S.
And D.
Brackets,
There
not
needs
S.
to be a new tier. Bracket? I've never used
Well,
brackets
can't you
before.
add stuff? Scroll down and add stuff. What does it say? What's that blue button?
No,
Oh,
save or
never mind.
download.
Oh no, additional right
Add
there.
additional images. Yeah, we could do that.
You're gonna have to save a picture of parentheses.
Just parentheses.
And just use
Brought to you
the-
by
my
Brave Browser, by the
thesis.
way.
Oh yeah,
Brought
this
to
is
you
brought
by
to you by
Brave Browser right
Brave
there?
Browser. It's a good picture.
All right,
Brackets
so
are
we're throwing
going in
brackets.
D. I'm sorry.
Okay,
There's
so why
no
are you
counter
saying
argument.
brackets? Why are you saying brackets are S tier? I gotta hear Austin out.
I think I gave most of my.
You just said it
explanation
looks
already.
cool, but that's kind of a bull feces.
They feel more secure than a parenthesis. You know,
When's the last time you used brackets?
I haven't written anything down in months.
An indictment of you, isn't it? This guy's making a punctuation tier list.
No, honestly, I feel like I'll just use them interchangeably a bit. I do use parentheses more, but that means whenever I use a bracket, it's more of a treat.
These
Keep
are all
them in D tier.
arguments.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. We shouldn't dwell on this. Comma. Comma's S tier.
I think so. I think so.
Comma's an S. That's an easy S tier. I spam those. The problem
I mean,
is
should we
don't know-
discuss though? Should we discuss? Because sometimes people do have comma gore, right?
I
Where
throw a
it's
lot of commas.
you just
I
throw
throw
comma after
10 times more
comma.
commas than needed.
Some people
I
kind
do
of
that
do
every
overdo
time.
it with the comma.
And I'm totally
Me.
fine with that. I do not mind reading one that has more commas than less. Because then I'm pausing in my mind every time I see that comma. I don't care. I'm all for it. I'm pro comma.
Yeah,
I'm a
anytime I would
comma
take a
nationalist.
pause when reading it, I put a comma in.
Okay.
Exactly.
Comma.
And then if it's too off of an idea, I'm throwing in there. If there's a little bit more of a pause, then it's parentheses. That's when parentheses hop in there.
And if it's even
Jeez,
more,
I
you
mean-
do the mid sentence ellipsis.
No, parentheses is when you got to do a whole other side quest in the middle of what you're typing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Usually it's the comma, but if there's a longer pause with an offshoot, then the parentheses. But I'd almost put both of them in S tier. Those are the
Put comma in
backbones
S
of writing.
tier. Comma is pretty useful. Okay. Colon.
My colon's an S tier.
I was gonna say
That's
A or
true.
B. I mean, I get it. You can put it before a list, but I just don't feel like I use it that often. I'd rather.
I use it that often, but it has a clear use, and it's an important use too. It really sucks to write lists without using a colon.
I mean, does it though? I mean, I value the good writing before the writing around the list. You know, I feel like you could just write it better and you don't need the colon.
No, but the colon saves you a lot of time there.
Colonoscopy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'd
feel
say
like it's
A tier
B. I
personally.
mean, and half of me is saying that is just because B tier is looking pretty empty right now.
All right, throw in B then.
No.
Yeah, I don't care.
Empty B tier, I feel like is a bad reason.
Well, I mean, it's not as good as the question mark or the hyphen. It's better than the apostrophe. Well, it's I don't
What
actually
about
think it's better than the apostrophe, but according to, popular opinion, apparently it is.
what about A tier below the question mark?
Oh, it should be below the apostrophe.
It's definitely
Wait a
below the
second.
question mark.
It's below the apostrophe in my opinion.
I mean, I used apostrophes a lot more, and I feel like apostrophes are carrying a bigger weight here.
Let's put it in C, man. Get this colon out of here.
I think we got to move apostrophe up, though. Apostrophe is doing a lot of
Ah.
work.
Yeah, I'd put it in B. I'd put it.
Okay, all right.
I'd put it
Do a little switcheroo then. All
dash.
right. The M
D
dash.
tier. D tier. I mean, ChatGPT is a
No,
just throw it in D tier.
AI
Just get
ruined
past
the
it.
M dash, bro.
Yeah, just put it in D tier. Let's get over it.
Yeah.
Ellipses S
I mean,
tier.
okay,
That's
okay.
an
Hold
S
on,
tier.
hold on. Before we go
Yes,
on,
yes,
Austin, any
yes.
thoughts on the
S
M
tier.
dash? Oh,
None.
ellipses S tier.
Ellipses
S tier.
S
That is an
tier.
S tier, but I use that all the
S tier.
time. Every single half my texts are ending with that. There's so much.
I
There's
do
so much
like it. There's
emotion
some
behind that.
suspense.
There
There's
is
some
so much
suspense.
emotion behind that.
It's
There's so much.
the most dramatic.
We could do it. We could do it. We could do it. I do use it a lot too. In formal writing, you aren't going to use it much, but formal writing's overrated. We got to talk more about that colloquial writing.
I care about
And
that 5 mole. That 5 mole writing. Do the
yeah,
formal.
yeah. Exclamation point.
B.
I hardly use these.
Not an enthusiastic guy.
It
I'd
just
say
comes
B.
off as corny, man. I don't know. I'm
I
sorry.
think it does
my
its job
estimation.
well.
When you're sending an email and you want to show the other person you're invested, you got to throw an exclamation point in there.
Hey, like you say,
Display
hey,
you.
with an exclamation point at the end. Hey, just type that.
What if
Type
you're
that
like-
in the
what
chat
if-
right now. Type that in the Google real quick. Type in hey with an exclamation point at the end, and that'll tell you all you need to know. Just type in hey. Don't even have to search. Just like look at that. Look how stupid that looks. I hate that.
It looks a little desperate, but
It looks very
sometimes
corny.
sometimes you got to be a little desperate.
No,
But
yeah.
what if you're
okay,
like?
but
What if you're
that's-
wishing someone a happy
but that-
birthday?
That's true. There's occasions where it's warranted.
Still though, I don't know. That's a B tier for me. That's a B tier. I don't. If you want to come off angry, you do all caps. You do all caps if you want to come off angry. If you're actually shouting, you do all caps.
Can't be
But,
grammatically correct with all caps though.
when you're angry, who cares? You're throwing the gloves are coming off.
I don't know, dude. I feel like it's. I use it more than a question mark, even.
Yeah.
Or maybe I don't
I'm an-
actually. I use
I'm
it
an
about the same as a
uninquisitive
question mark.
It's below question mark in my book.
I don't know, dude. I think it's A tier.
If you want to say
Yeah,
A
that's
tier,
fine.
it'd have to be below. My compromise would be it'd have to be below the question mark.
That's fine. That's all right. Okay, this is the big one, right? Circle.
I like square more.
Dude. It's okay.
I think we really live under the tyranny of the period. You know, those Gregorian monks when they were
Dude,
writing
this
down their
guy's a
hymns.
feminist. This guy's a feminist.
What can I say? What can I say? The Gregorian monks didn't have to deal with that though.
You see,
They
yeah, a
didn't
whole
have
bunch of
to
other
deal with this.
languages have to wrap their language
didn't?
around English. You see that? You see a whole bunch of like other languages have to like implement their own type of period so that it's easier communicating with people that speak English. The period, it's way too restrictive. Plus, you'll
Comma
notice
is a lot more of a natural expression of how people speak, right? Because it's just a
you'll know
pause.
the
People don't
period's
speak in complete
almost
sentences. They do run on sentences all the time, and they don't do that independent dependent clause.
the period's a weapon. The period's a weapon. You'll notice sometimes when you're talking, you'll like especially casual texting with people or like casual whatever messaging people, and they don't ever put periods. They start throwing periods in there. You know, if they don't usually do that, and that means they're like pissed off. It's like a passive aggressive weapon. I don't. That's why I don't like periods. I don't like the periods at all. I don't care
That
for them.
the lawful evil of punctuation, I feel like.
It's no good. The lower the better for me here.
We can't put it in like D tier because you
Oh
have
yeah,
to
of
Put
use
it.
course.
like it's
It,
it's
it's below.
extremely important, but there's problems. There's a
It's
lot of
probably B
Below
tier.
problems.
bracket. Below bracket.
Below
No,
bracket. No. I'd say
I
B
think
tier.
B
It's in
tier
the middle.
below
It's in the middle.
apostrophe.
It's still important. It's still important. It's in B tier, but
Okay,
it's not great.
quotations. I mean,
Quotations.
what are we creative writers? Who's using quotations that often? You know,
I do
in what context?
Yeah. I like quotations.
referencing something that
Referencing your
it's
sources in
it's
MLA
very
format.
not just referencing sources, just referencing something. Like I don't even mean like a whole. I don't even mean talking about a sentence. Like if you're talking about a word or something that's from something, or
That's
referencing
actually a
something
good
somebody
point.
else said.
Yeah,
Actually, and people
that's
do that in talk as well. You know, with the finger symbols, the quotation finger when they're saying something somebody else said. I think it's a very
that's a good
important thing
argument.
for
Or
quotation
even
quoting
to
people.
just write something with like a certain inflection, I feel like.
Okay, these are actually very good arguments
It's a
because
perfect way to say it came from somewhere else, even if it's a word, or you're saying somebody's opinion of something like the blah 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 was stupid. You put the stupid in quotation marks. That's clearly conveying it's not your idea. That's
it's got a lot of
I
personality.
put it above I put it above question mark. But that's me. That's me.
Austin, what do you think?
I'm good with above question mark.
All right, we'll do that. Yeah, I was gonna put it a little lower, but y'all convinced me. That was good. All right, now we got this goofy ass. What is this? The interrobang?
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's
S
not.
tier.
Um,
That looks so
honestly,
cool though.
it is cool, and it would be very useful. A lot of times, I'm saying questions with a lot of gusto. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah, but the thing is, I think a question mark next to an exclamation point, followed by another question mark, followed by another exclamation point. That's what
That's
sends.
not
That's what sends a real.
that's not proper though. This is.
And neither is this thing. What is this? I've never seen
This
this.
is proper.
This isn't proper
Frankenstein's
either.
monster
Yeah,
punctuation.
what are you talking-
Okay, but think about it. Think about it. This has got all three punctuation contained in it. It's got that question mark, it's got that exclamation point, and it's got the period. And I mean, you could say the same thing
It's
about question mark and exclamation point contain a period, but this is really just something unique.
I'm
it's
sorry,
like
but
it's like
if, it,
you
if
remember
we're
the
talking
Batman
important,
Forever logo where they combined the bat symbol and the question mark? It's like that.
Dude, that's sick, bro. I'm just saying, this is the coolest looking one here. And it would
I'm s-
low-key be pretty useful.
What are those two bananas?
Oh, that's the parentheses. Are we missing any others? We might have to add a few more in here. Squiggly, we'll
Greater
add a couple
greater
more.
than greater than
Greater than. Are we
ampersand.
doing greater than and less than separately? Oh, ampersand's good.
yeah.
Yeah, ampersand.
Yeah.
Pound
Okay, well,
sign.
let's put this in there
Hashtag
first. Where are
Tilde.
we putting this?
A.
I would not put
Top
it
of
in
A.
A. I would not put it in A. I'd put it next to the colon and C tier.
Compromise. We put it in B tier in the middle. Now I'll put it. I'll put
Above
it at the top.
apostrophe.
I'll put it at the top. Okay, slash.
C tier. I mean, who cares?
Yeah, I have no opinion on this.
This slash that. I'm trying to think of any really good applications of the slash,
It's
and
you can't even you can't really use it. It looks bad formal. It doesn't look right.
What
You could
about
always
the
just
what
write
about
around it.
the movie? The movie They Slash Them with Kevin Bacon.
that's true. That's true.
What about the movie Get
Dude.
Hard with Kevin Hart and
Oh
Pharrell Williams?
yeah.
That's true. Get slash hard.
Without the slash, we
was
wouldn't
the
have get hard.
yeah.
Get hard's
Good for
pretty good. He has to
pronouns,
go at
right?
least B tier.
It's
That's
probably
true.
C
That's
tier
true.
though. Come on.
I'd
Let's
put
be
it
real.
bottom of B. Bottom of B.
No, it's not as cool as a
At
colon.
least above colon. At least above colon.
Okay.
No way, no way, no way. It's better than colon. That's absurd. It's under colon. It's under colon because everybody can use a colon. Not everybody. You don't use this stuff. You don't use this the. You don't use that.
We put ellipses in S tier.
I use that multiple times a day.
We'll keep it there. We'll keep it there. Okay, parentheses, and then we go into, quick fire round, I guess, with some random ones. What are we thinking for parentheses?
D tier. Below bracket.
No, it's just got to be C tier. Like it's objectively better than bracket. Come on.
After quotation marks.
No, bracket's more underground.
Come on. After quotation marks. I could consider putting it in B tier. I don't think I would put it in A tier.
I'm fine with B.
End of B. All right, we'll do end of B.
No, put it in front of that stupid symbol.
No,
we're keeping that there. I'm
can't.
sorry. That's sick. You got to admit that's sick.
Welcome to part 2 of the video. All right, take it away, Carlo.
No one
D
uses
tier, who
this,
cares?
right?
Yeah,
This,
D tier. who
yeah,
I
cares?
mean-
no one cares.
People use hashtags a lot, but I don't think they use it in like sentences.
tilde is A tier. Past the question mark.
That's the question mark.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
I, mean,
I kind of want to talk about hash. I do not care about tilde. Actually, why are we putting it in A tier?
whoa! Why would it not be? Do you not use that?
No one.
I use it
uses
when
that.
I use it to like give approximate range,
Yeah,
like
approximation.
numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like,
I use it all the time. I use that just as much as the ellipses.
we'll put it in C.
I'll be there.
I
I'll
want to
be
return to
there. I'll
hashtag.
be there
though.
in. I'll be there in.
At
tilde
least put
3
it
hours.
above slash.
I'll be there in tilde 30 minutes. Come on, I use that.
I'll say 15
stuff
slash
all the
30
time.
minutes. I'll say 15
No.
dash 30 minutes. We're not putting it there.
No, but that doesn't say. What if it's 31 minutes? What if it's 31 minutes? You're a
Just
liar.
let-
Tilde is at least B tier. At least B tier.
C tier.
Dare I say? No. You can't put it. You can't put it behind the goddamn slash. You can't put it behind the slash.
Hey,
It's
right,
funny looking. It's funny.
ampersand.
Put it in the A tier.
Asterisk. It can be used for
Free.
multiplication.
There's also the asterisk and the Viking guy.
Asterisk.
I'll throw
Oh
the
yeah,
Bluetooth,
how to
I
train
throw
your
the Bluetooth
dragon.
symbol. I think that's a very free thing.
B.
B. I agree. Simoleons.
S. It looks really cool.
For lawyers,
It does
for
look
lawyers,
sick.
for our lawyer,
Y'all know
our
that
viewer
Superman
lawyers. Get the
ass?
ampersand out of S though. Get the ampersand out of S. Why is that?
No,
in the S?
dude, it's just as cool as the simoleon.
No. At least A. Yeah, no, S. S right below ellipses. Thank you.
Bluetooth.
I,
Kind of sick looking. It's fun to draw
looks
too.
like a
Y'all
bee.
ever?
looks like a B, which is cool. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's the letter Bluetooth start with.
Yeah.
Not many people know that.
Kind of looks like the Volkswagen logo if you like turn it 90 degrees.
Yeah,
Looks
or
like a bee.
a cool pair of sunglasses that are angry.
Oh, true. Or like a bow tie if you turn it the other 90 degrees. There's lots of things they can do. I think it's
or a
18.
butterfly.
Or a
I
butterfly.
like it. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that is the tier list for the punctuation tier list video. Hope you enjoyed.
No, hold on. What is that? Hold on. What is that symbol in OCam that shows the? Oh, what is that symbol, man?
I don't know. I've only studied NewCam.
old Cam. They actually do use, I guess, the double dagger. I think that's what they call it in OCam. Oh no, there's another one.
The double
Gibbs.
dagger.
Gibbs energy symbol.
Who's Gibbs?
It's the guy from iCarly.
Oh yeah, he turned. 30.
What is that symbol? It's like a squiggly squog. What is that symbol? I can write. I can
Extreme
draw
energy
it.
symbol.
No, that's not. That's not what I was talking about. That's not what it is. You want to start throwing? You want to do mathematical symbols?
I made a
Science
whole
symbols? Summation? No, you just did variables.
same thing. All right,
That's the
guys.
same
Well,
thing as
thank you for
variables.
watching the
You might as
tier
well do an
list.
alphabet tier list. Greek
I-
alphabet tier list.
Can we scoot the nail polish emoji up a bit?
What do you mean?
Up 2 spaces, maybe.
That was the punctuation tier list.
Dipole symbol. Type in dipole symbol. That's what it is. The dipole symbol. That's what it's called, right? That little symbol they're throwing at. You see that little squiggler?
Okay.
What's
What, delta?
Delta. I thought delta was a triangle. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was the lowercase delta.
And watch the variables tier list all the way through. Okay, guys, that was the
Embarrassing.
that was the punctuation tier list.
Embarrassing.
Thank you, thank you for watching. Feel free to write your own punctuation down in the comments below.